A local man just returned from Egypt. He's been there protesting the government for the past 2 months. His goal is to help bring stability and democracy to a country he once called home. Now, before we tell his story, an update on what's happening in Egypt today.
Violent clashes between Egyptian security forces and supporters of ousted President Mohamed Morsi have left 150 dead and hundreds more wounded. The government has declared a month-long state of emergency and imposed a dusk-to-dawn curfew starting today. Earlier today, Egyptian security forces had bulldozers, armored vehicles, and tear gas to clear out areas occupied by supporters of ousted President Mohamed Morsi, and interim Vice President Mohamed El-Baradei resigned. Last month, the Egyptian military removed Morsi from power, and ever since, the country seemed to be teetering on the brink of a civil war. Morsi supporters have staged sit-ins for weeks, declaring they would not give up until the former president was put back into power.
Now to the Chattanooga man who has just returned from there. He's been in Egypt leading protests. News Channel 9's Micaiah Thurman joins us now with his story. Micaiah.
Latricia, Josh, Ahmed leads a group called Egyptians Abroad for Democracy. After spending 2 months protesting, Ahmed believes that Egypt is falling apart. Ahmed is back from Egypt and all fired up. This Chattanooga businessman traveled to the Middle East in June to fight for democracy. Once he arrived, he decided to start a movement of his own.
I decided by myself. I went there to I talked to some of my friends, 3 or 4 from different countries. They are from England and Ireland. I said, we were only 3 at the time. I said, what do you guys think that we start a movement?
Ahmed organized the group known as Egyptians Abroad for Democracy. Their main goal is to spread America's philosophy.
What I learned here in the States, I wanted to preach it over there. I wanted to talk to the people to respect other people's opinion. I've spent most of my life here in this great country. I learned democracy here. I learned freedom here.
Ahmed believes that living in both countries has allowed him to have a unique perspective on Egyptian protests.
Living abroad makes you see the whole picture from outside and can make you understand.
This is just one of the protests Ahmed organized during his visit. From sit-ins to marches in city squares, Ahmed's group has collected thousands of followers.
You know, when you live abroad and you see your second country is getting out of corruption and going back to the right path, and you see all of a sudden it's been assassinated and someone trying to take it back again 60 years.
But Ahmed's leadership brings with it a sense of responsibility. During our interview, he took a phone call from Egypt in which he learned that one of his group's members had been shot in the leg.
The hospital, Spirit Hospital.
Now Ahmed is looking to gain more support here on American soil.
That's why I'm urging all the free people of the whole world, especially the United States, to support the democracy in Egypt, to support the human rights.
Ahmed is debating about whether to return to Egypt again. With days becoming more and more violent, he tells me that he fears for his own safety. Josh?